everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be looking into Phillip Schofield and a younger man he was involved with. He's come out and admitted he is involved with at ITV's this morning. The younger man, I'll just say his name is Matthew. That's what he was called. Apparently, according to the Daily Mail, Matthew was 15 when he met Phillip, and the affair didn't begin till he was older. However, there is plenty rumour, speculation out there on the internet that Matthew was actually quite a fair bit younger when he met him at the Two-Face Theatre Group. He certainly looks younger than 15, but we shall have a look and see what the cards have to say about it all. So we're going to do a reading on energy on Matthew, and then we're going to do a reading energy on Phillip and see if we can find out a little bit more about their relationship. Everything is alleged, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I really have to just say that. So let's see what the cards have to say about it all. We're going to be using the Zaba, I think it's called, tarot, and the mystical manga tarot as well. And we're going to start off with Phillip and see what the situation is with him. Now, Phillip is an Aries, so he'd come through as a fire sign. He'd come through as King of Wands. Yeah. So we'll have a look and see what the Emperor actually in tarot. The Emperor is Aries. Let's have a look and see what it comes through as. See what we can get about Phillip's relationship with Matthew. Okay, you want to come out. The Five of Pentacles on the out. Okay. He really feels like this is misfortunate. He feels like he's had, with the Five of Pentacles, he feels like he is being frozen out, being put out for some reason. He wanted Matthew frozen out, and he's actually getting, Phillip is getting what done to him, what he did to Matthew, but on a bigger stage. I would say Phillip is feeling very sorry for himself. He is definitely feeling the pinch, I would say, more financially with the Five of Pentacles. This man is wealthy, but straight away we've got this out on the outside. He's tried to he tried to freeze Matthew out, but he's got frozen out himself. Let's have a look and see. We have the Queen of Pentacles crossing over this relationship, and the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. Now, I feel like with regards to this relationship, there's certainly a threat there with regards to money. There is disruption regarding to money. This is, I feel like the relationship stopped because of financial situation. Somebody knew. Now, interestingly enough, Holly Willoughby is an air sign, but I feel like somebody knew, and that's why the relationship stopped. Justice in reverse. And the moon underneath. I think there's more to come out about Phillip Schofield. A lot more to come out. He's trying to kind of get things. He's trying to shush people up. I don't know if it's a threat of legal. I don't know if it was whatever, but he is trying to shut someone up at the minute. The moon, of course, is all about your subconscious, your shadow self. And he is very aware of that. I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse crossing over, there's something to do with money. He's really trying to, I wonder if there's something to do with money is going to come out about him. But we have the Justice card in reverse there. Above the Eight of Swords. Not sure which way to move, tied up. The Seven of Wands. It's going to try and come out fighting the Ace of Wands. Okay. The Two of Hearts. The Two of Cups. The Sun in reverse. The Empress. The only thing, as much as this might hurt Matthew, he didn't feel anything for you. Nothing. The Ace of Wands there, it just shows me that what he was thinking of, he wasn't necessarily thinking of you, honey. He was thinking of himself, his self-gratification, his passion, and the Two of Hearts, you got attached to him. Really attached to him. And he, like with this Matthew guy, he really thought he was in a relationship with Philip. And Philip really didn't think of that at all. The Seven of Wands there, it's like how Philip's going to identify with this and sort things out with this. He is going to be on the defensive and say, poor me, and things like that. He's not going to. The Empress, his mother, I wonder if he's just going to go and look after his mum and be with his mum. There is no love in this reading with regards to Matthew. This is just purely a sexual thing. I feel like Philip is trying to repress stuff. There's justice in reverse. He is trying to repress stuff and get people to not talk. He may be trying to phone around and get favors in. He's felt very tied up in all of this with the Eight of Swords leaving legally. I wonder who the Queen of Pentacles is crossing over. I wonder if that's his wife. Matthew was his dirty little secret. That's all he was. This was not an affair of the heart. This was an affair of passion. It was. If it wasn't Matthew, it would have been someone else. I feel like there are other people there with the moon underneath. And the Justice card, allegedly, of course, blah, blah, blah. But the Justice card above, I feel like, I think people would be more, let's see what happened on Matthew's side. Let's see, be more specific. I'd say what happened. How did Matthew fall in love with Philip Schofield? Because I'm getting the feeling that Matthew did love him. Stress, anxiety, upset. Okay. There's the Five of Pentacles there, crossing over. So the cards have went straight away to Matthew getting moved on to Loose Women and how that happened and how much it kind of upset and unhinged Matthew. I think with regards to Philip, he knew he was going to move Matthew and thought that would be the end of it. Page of Swords. Nine of Cups. Okay. Knight of Swords. The thing is, I feel like Matthew had this kind of skewered version of Philip in his head. He thought he was this very much this kind of protector, this person who was going to help him get on, not only help him get on, mentor him. There's this power dynamic, the Page of Swords in reverse there. I don't know if Matthew can quite see this, but this is saying that he thinks there's a lot of chatter and stuff about him. And then we have the Nine of Cups underneath. I think it was, oh dear, I think it was a little bit on a party scene. Not protected. He's not in the country. I think Matthew really thought with the Knight of Swords leaving the situation that he could handle this and kind of went straight in. And I feel like this isn't giving me when he met Philip. This is really giving me what happened. What's the nearest thing? Sometimes the cards are the Knight of Swords leaving the situation there. It really seems to me that Matthew was trying to rectify things. He was probably quite angry and wanted to rush in about something. And that's when he's got put on the outs with Philip. I feel like Matthew is the Nine of Cups underneath. He's kind of celebrating what's going on. I feel he thinks there's a lot of gossip and a lot of stuff that is due to come out, I feel, but he is actually okay with all of this. This is worrying because this is the Four of Swords in reverse. And for me, every reader's got a slightly different death card, but for me, this is like the ultimate timeout. I wonder if Matthew is just going to disappear. But then we have the Four of Coins coming in, and we have this trying to control the situation and taking control of a situation, taking control financially. I wonder if this is him just scrubbing himself from the internet and view as much as possible. He hasn't been in the country. We have got the 10 of protection. The 10 of coins can mean protection, wealthy families, a wealthy group of people. And we have got, of course, and it can mean protection. And we've got the 6 of swords around him. So there is an unwanted journey. He does have some, well, I think Philip's paid him off, for his silence. It's paid for his silence. He's not in the UK. The 2 of Cups. Matthew really thought he was in a relationship with him. Really did. He really did think that this was, he felt like he was being silenced or something. And the 4 of discs there, 4 of coins. Let me... Okay, let's ask the tarot. How did Philip and Matthew meet? Because it's not giving me... It's giving me the now, but it's not giving me how did Philip and Matthew meet. Yeah, there's the arts. There's the risk. There's the 7 of Wands and the defensive. The 3 of Cups, gossip, and the Hermit. The King of Pentacles. There's a 5 of Pentacles. Again, there's the 2 of Swords. I think there was already gossip about Philip when he went to the two-faced situation. I think the Temperance card, of course, it's the arts, it's looking in the mirror, it's seeing yourself, so very much like two-faced kind of thing. Not in the sense of backstabbing, in the sense of being able to, you know, arty-farty stuff. The risk there, the Fool in reverse. he went there as a knowledgeable person who was going to help out, and he was going to give them advice. And there was Philip, and he was also nice with the hermit leaving the situation, but there was a risk. I feel like there was chatter amongst the students and amongst the kids about Philip beforehand, whether he was, whether he wasn't. There's a risk there and a balance. The King of Pentacles. This is interesting because it seems to be introducing these other characters to the story. Now, the King of Pentacles is very much someone who is wealthy, grounded, they're very jovial, they're very good with money, they're very they're fun to be around when they're in the upright. And this to me is saying that there was somebody that both of them have in common, until the Five of Pentacles and everything that's happened now. So somebody, this is linking into now, somebody they both had in common. It was good for a while. It was great with the star. It was miraculous. I feel like he got into this morning. He was on with the telly. He thought he was great. And it was changed there. But there was a risk. And there was already gossip there. And he went in as Philip went in as a learned man. So that's kind of going to the power imbalance, isn't it? The risky behavior. Something in common. There's someone else there. There's somebody else involved with this. I know that sounds wild, but there really is. And that Matthew guy, he is being hurt, and he still sees it as a relationship that was very healthy and normal. He sees it as that. Philip didn't see it like that. Not at all, allegedly, whatever. But Philip kind of seen it as more of a series of hookups rather than a bonded relationship. I feel like Philip just said whatever he wanted to Matthew. There was a power imbalance there, and that is the thing. There is a power imbalance. You have a young man who's very influenced by his peers, and then you have somebody who is famous and they're around him. It's just too much. And I'm very interested when we go back to the moon card here. I feel like there is more stuff to come out about Philip Schofield. The Justice card in reverse there. He is trying to get people to shut up. And I want to know who this King of Pentacles is. I'm sure that'll come out. Who is the King of Pentacles? I feel like as well, yeah, there's more to come out. Let me know what you think of the cards. Let me know what you think of the reading down below. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate you guys being here. Any suggestions for doing any readings at all, leave them in the comments below. If you disagree with me on any of the cards, if you want to say have a different interpretation of the cards, I'm up for it. Let me know in the comments below. If you just want to say hello, let me say hello. Come on and say hello. Thanks very much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.